Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Welcome back to the Misunderstood Show. We have a very special guest, as we do every week. We have Mike Wilson, photographer, videographer, and Christian. And I'm very excited to have him because I met him at a premiere for The Beast of Trinity, Texas. As y'all know, I've had a lot of people on here from The Beast, and I'm going to have more. Just really amazing people that Terry surrounded himself with, and I just love all of y'all. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So tell us, how did you end up at that premiere?
So little over 2 years ago, I met Terry for the first time, and he was playing the role of the bad guy on a film that I was shooting, and I was the DP for that film.
Was that
Parallel the Triad.
Oh, okay. I remember him mentioning that. The one when I met him, he was doing another one.
Breaking Strongholds.
Breaking Strongholds.
Yes, that was before, and he was still kind of wrapping that up, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I went to their premiere also.
Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Cool.
That was in the Woodlands.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jason Ailman directed that film, so Terry and I, we hit it off. I mean, I can see that Terry works really hard, very sharp guy, and I didn't know much about him, but I just watched him work. And
right.
As an actor, he did a great job. He knew his lines. He just was a great guy to work with, and we ended up connecting after the film, staying in touch.
Nice.
And he called me up and said, this was maybe September last year, and said, hey, I've got another movie. Can I send you a script? Do you want to take a look at it? And I said, absolutely. Yeah, send me what you got. And so I read the script and I was like, yeah, this looks really cool. And so I asked him, I said, hey, what have you done on pre-production? Are you ready for this? Because the project I worked on before, it was rushed into production. And so we ended up having a lot of hiccups because of that.
Okay.
Learned a lot, which was great experience, and met amazing people. But I learned that, that pre-production time before a film is so key. And he said, Mike, man, we got this dialed in. The script is on like revision 50, and we've got our locations, we've got talent that's been sitting down and doing script reads, and everybody's dialed in. The only thing we don't have is he's working on finding a DP. And he said, Mike, I'm not going to ask you to be DP. And I was like, that's fine. I'm humble. I don't care. I enjoyed doing the first film to gain that experience. I said, well, and who am I going to work under? And so he offered me a position as first AC, which is the guy that supports the director of photography.
Can you explain to everybody what an AC is?
So that's the assistant camera.
And then what's a DP?
And a DP is a director of photography.
Which was Jordan.
Which is Jordan Bradley. And Terry had someone else lined up. That person, it didn't work out. There was things happened. And then Jordan was able to come in last minute.
Which is incredible.
Unbelievable. Yeah. And Jordan took...
being a photographer, I was just blown away.
Yeah. He came in blind, but he came in feet running. This is what he does. I mean, he's been doing this for a long time. And so for me, I was eager to gain some experience, just sit there and actually work with someone.
And how incredible to work with him.
Yeah.
Isn't he such a nice guy?
He's a great guy.
Just easy going.
I loved working with Jordan. I don't know what he thinks of me, but that's okay. I love him dearly. We worked really well.
I don't think Jordan says anything bad about anybody.
I don't think he does. He is so level-headed, and I saw lots of situations where there was some chaos going on, question marks, a lot of pressure because we're trying to do a lot in a short amount of time. And every day was, a short day would have been like a 14-hour day. So we had days that were 18 hours long. I mean, just very long days, back to back. And,
Right.
And Jordan was able to, even under the crunch and under pressure and having to figure out, because he didn't, he was basically the one coordinating not only cameras, placement, but he was also working with the lighting guys, but he was directing them too. So I did what I could to basically just help support him, build his cameras, break them down, do all the gear, so that he didn't have to think about it. I got an opportunity to shoot one scene, and it wasn't even the whole scene, but it was fun because, I like being behind the camera.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I prefer to be behind than in front.
Amen. Yeah, for sure. Yep.
People are like, you should get into acting. I'm like, I mean, I did it when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
I was in some Shakespeare plays, and then I did some talent shows, and it was really fun.
Yeah.
I got Best Actress. I didn't even have any lines, which I was really proud of that. My uncle was really proud. He filmed movies in Austin. And he was at that play. He filmed he had filmed my play on VHS, and he had the VHS forever. I never got to see it. And I kept telling him I wanted to see it, and it was in a storage. And I think something happened to the storage, and he lost everything. And I was like, no,
That stinks.
But his name's Jeff Cooper.
Jeff Cooper. Okay.
He's kind of well known in the B-rated film community. If you look him up, he's on that
IMDb.
Yeah.
I'm finally on there. I didn't realize.
That's all. That's a big deal, man. Apparently, that's like being on Wikipedia, I guess.
I guess so. I got to add this movie to it.
How do you get on there? You just got to make a name for yourself?
I don't even know how I got on there in the first place.
Interesting. I feel like it is kind of like Wikipedia for movies,
It is.
right?
Yeah, it is.
So if you're somebody, you've made a name for yourself if you've gotten on there.
Yeah, I'm on there as a DP for one film. And
For what film was that?
it's called Parallel the Triad.
Oh, the one that you were talking about with Terry? That's cool.
Have you seen it?
No. Is it good? Oh, okay. We'll move on. Terry didn't talk about it much. He mentioned it, but he does talk about breaking strongholds a lot.
Yeah.
I guess that was a pretty good. I haven't seen that one either.
Yeah.
I need to go watch these, I guess. I mean, my uncle filmed movies, and I watched them when I was like, just terrible.
They were terrible.
They're horror films.
Oh, okay.
They're really bad horror films.
Yep.
Naked chicks running through the woods and stuff, weird stuff.
Yeah. That's not my cup of tea.
No, but I mean that a lot of people love that.
I used to love horror movies. I was born again in 2008, so I just
Stay away from it.
I just kind of
You're inviting bad stuff into you.
My wife says it all the time.
I did go to a haunted house this year again.
Did you?
It was fun though. I wasn't scared though. It doesn't really scare me anymore.
Yeah.
Because
You know what to expect, right?
we went in the one in Fort Worth. That's the world's longest haunted house, and it's in an old meat plant. And you have to. I think the scariest part for me was when you have to walk through. They have all the the clothes hung up. They're like meat locker clothes are hung on these racks. That spin.
Uh-huh.
And you have to. And there's only this much space in between them, so they're touching you. And then there's people in them. Touching you.
Yeah, that's creepy.
It's a little, but my thing is I know that they're just people acting because my dad and my uncle used to have haunted houses all the time growing up. And so I guess because I've been exposed to it since I was 10.
Yeah.
It doesn't scare me that much. The thing that scares me is clowns.
Yeah.
And I try really hard. I try to get, I can't watch it. I have watched it and I just can't. It makes me want to throw up. It gives me so much anxiety. I get an upset stomach.
Oh, that's not good.
No. And I try. We dressed up as scary clowns one year for Halloween to try to conquer my fear. It did nothing.
That's the best thing to do is try and conquer your fears. I had a fear of heights and I had a hard time getting up on ladders and working on
that's
roofs.
worse.
So I skydived a couple times.
Are you over your heights?
Yeah. Then I got into rock climbing and other stuff. So,
I've done a lot of hiking. I've climbed some mountains. Still terrified of heights. I got stuck on the side of a mountain and they had to get me.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah. I did it in caves also in West Virginia. So we would go into these caves and we'd be there
small
24
spaces.
hours.
No, I don't like small spaces. I don't like heights. So the heights is probably my worst fear.
Yeah.
Small spaces is my second worst fear.
Yeah, so you wouldn't be a spelunker.
A what?
That's what they are, cavers.
Oh,
Spelunkers.
yeah. I have a friend who moved to Tulum, and she's like,
Okay.
she's a cave diver, and she's like, come down here. I'm like, no, nope. I don't want to, and I'm afraid of the dark, and
You got night lights everywhere.
I'm fine, like in a safe space. I actually
Yeah.
prefer it to be black.
Yeah.
Um,
Like when I'm sleeping.
yeah, I don't like it when I'm sleeping, but like if I'm in an area where I'm not familiar, like, okay, for instance, I went out to see the supermoon to take pictures, which I need a better lens.
Yeah.
I need to buy it. And I didn't take my tripod, which
Do you have
is
a
stupid.
400 or 500 or?
I was shooting with no, I don't have that because I've never done that kind of photography before. And I want to buy a lens, and my husband's like, you don't make money doing that anymore. Like, it's not justifiable.
Yeah.
I just rent one.
You could just rent one.
Yeah.
But it's hard to find you really need like a 500 millimeter or greater. You need
Yeah.
400.
Or at least 250.
Yeah, 250 is okay, but it's still going to be small in this
True.
image if you shoot on full frame.
You know what I've done in the past is I took my camera and I put it up to a telescope. I put my lens directly up to the telescope and there was a eclipse back in like 2017, and our neighborhood was right next to Guadalupe State Park, and they would bring out the telescopes for the eclipse, and everybody could come and use them.
Wow.
And I went up there and I just put my camera up to it and took the pictures, and that was really neat.
That's cool. Yeah, I've done that before too. I like that. Jordan had this really nice lens. We got a really cool shot. I don't even know if they used the shot in the movie, but it was just a shot of the moon, full moon, through the trees. And I might be wrong on this, but it was like a 1200 millimeter lens. It was big. Yeah, real big.
That's awesome.
So are you a hippie?
What do you think?
I heard you say you were a hippie.
Well, I mean, I'm not like the free love and drugs kind of hippie.
That's good.
But I'm crunchy or granola or an almond girl or all the things that you say when I'm just like against chemicals.
Yeah, I like purity.
I like being in nature, and I think that we need to go back to being more in the nature and using natural things. I'm big on like, high quality natural supplements that are not processed, because people take supplements and actually they're hurting themselves by taking them because they're actually toxic, most of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
People don't know. And I've been obsessed with it for so long that people are like, why don't you just do that for a living? Why don't you just become like a consultant for people and help them get healthy? Yoga and stretching and grounding and breathing and all the things. Yeah.
My parents were total hippies.
My mother was a hippie.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
They were gypsies. So I was born here in Houston, and we moved around Corpus and San Antonio, and then we came back to Houston.
I'm kind of a gypsy.
Yeah.
They used to call me the nomad.
I'm glad not to be moving.
I don't want to move anymore. We're going to move one more time to the farm, and hopefully that's the last time ever. But I want to have like teepees and stuff maybe one day or something. I don't know.
I lived in a commune.
I want to buy some land by the lake and put like teepees and yurts, and
That's cool.
I think it would be really neat. And have like maybe like a little store or something where you can get like natural products and
I want to do cattle.
Cattle?
I lived on a farm a long time ago.
Cattle are a lot of work.
The horses will work
That's a lot of work.
and the chickens will work, but the cattle, not really. They were pretty easy. We just threw hay out and they ate in the field.
Well, it depends on how many you have, I guess.
We just had bulls. We didn't have any.
Gotcha.
We had no heifers.
My brother-in-law, I don't know how many he has now. I know at one point I think he had like 300 or something. That's a lot of work. I mean, he has to get up every morning and go take care of them. And you got to worry about them getting sick or disease or this or that. Or it's just a lot. Having babies and
Yeah, the horses were.
fences going down or
Well, the fences, yeah. We were always fixing fences.
always fixing fences.
Yeah.
That's like goats. Like, do not get goats because they tear up fences.
Really?
They tear up everything.
And I was thinking about getting
Oh, you can get like
or something, you know?
sheep.
Yeah.
My brother-in-law is like the world's probably expert Like he sells sheep DNA all over the world.
Oh, wow.
He sells like the most expensive sheep.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So if you want sheep, let me know. I have an expert.
Okay.
My husband, has a ranch management from TCU. He has a ranch management degree from TCU and grew up on a farm.
Oh, neat. Okay.
And so he's very crunchy.
Yeah. Crunchy.
And then
I guess I could say I'm crunchy.
yeah.
Yeah. My parents, like I said, they were hippies. We lived in the Divine Light Mission of Prem Rawat. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about. This was here in Houston in the
I'm not familiar with Houston at all.
Okay. Yeah. This was like total hippies. We lived with 12 families.
I grew up in Canyon Lake in Austin.
It was very quiet out there.
It was very hippie where I grew up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. For sure.
So I don't know, I think I never told you, but my photography name was Redneck Hippie Chick.
Hey, I like that. Right on.
Yeah. Because my stepdad was a redneck, my mom was a hippie, and my real dad, Chick was spelled chic, because my real dad was more like a city guy.
Okay. Yeah.
Now he lives in Lampasas, but he used to work at UT, and he wear like Eddie Bauer shirts and stuff, and he's actually just a super nerd.
I'm a super nerd too.
I am too.
I can't help it.
I'm like all those things. That's probably why the health stuff, I'm a super nerd about it. I geek out.
Yeah.
And I guess there's a difference between a geek and a nerd. I've been explaining this. A nerd is like somebody who's like,
They're off.
yeah, like retarded.
But
a geek is somebody who like geeks out about something. Like they just have a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
And you bring it up. They just like go on and on about it.
well, like for me, I did carnivore diet for 3.5
Okay.
years. And so I believe in definitely eating healthy, and I believe that elimination diets are huge.
Yeah.
To help reset your health.
Mm-hmm.
So
Just
for
stop
me-
eating processed food. If it comes in a package, don't eat it.
Yeah, don't touch that stuff. No sugars, no.
My husband's a sugar Nazi. I love sugar.
That's good.
I was actually on the way in. I was like, man, I wish I had some dark chocolate right now.
That's not sugar.
That has sugar in it.
I know.
I ate some dark chocolate yesterday at Bill's office, and I was like, can I have some more?
Man, I know. If somebody leaves out the chocolates, especially dark chocolate, and if it's got caramel, it's done. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a problem. I was very strict for 3.5 years. I only ate meat, drank water and coffee, no alcohol, nothing.
Alcohol is so bad for you.
Oh, it is.
Causes Alzheimer's and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you hear Benadryl causes Alzheimer's too?
Mm-hmm.
They've directly linked it.
Yeah.
That's spooky.
It messes up your memory.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
They're also saying that it can cause cancer. Benadryl. If you take it, like people that take it like every day, they'll take it every night to sleep.
with allergies. Oh, yeah, yeah.
They say it can cause cancer.
My wife was doing it. I told her, please stop.
It really doesn't help your allergies either. I take it on occasion because I have like a shellfish allergy and some different allergies. I have to take it. If you just take it on a one-off, when you need to for like, if you're having like an anaphylactic shock or something,
That's the time.
you need to take it. It's good to have on hand.
Yeah.
And they say like children's
work.
Benadryl is actually better, but you're not supposed to take it every day. It's like Pepsid. You're not supposed to take that every day either. It's got horrible side effects. I'm like, why don't y'all just drink baking soda and lemon juice and some water?
Something that's going to
It will actually mess up. It'll like help your stomach, or find out what's causing the Pepsid. Like, why are you having it?
That'll help with
Your gut
reflux.
Yeah. Baking soda. They've been doing it. So when my kids were younger and they would get a little gassy,
Mhm.
I just put a tiny bit of baking soda in their milk
Yeah,
and they were fine.
that's brilliant.
And it went away. It's like people were doing it for hundreds of years and then we stopped doing it and started prescribing everything.
I'm going to have to pick your brain for sure.
I'm a freak about it.
Because I like that kind of stuff.
I'm like, we buy bulk baking soda, bulk vinegar, bulk Epsom salt. I mean, there's only like 5 things you need in your house to clean, to health. I mean, you really don't need that much. And then essential oils.
Yeah.
It
does all the essential.
Big time essential oils. And you got to make sure you're buying quality. Don't buy your essential oils at Walmart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She buys them from, what's that company?
Young Living.
Isn't it called?
Young Living.
Young Living. That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah. That's my favorite place. And Black Friday's coming up. If you buy stuff during Black Friday, they have super good deals, like 50% off. And I will buy all of it for the year on Black Friday.
And you don't have to go anywhere.
Because like, I ran out of Thieves and I've been waiting for Black Friday because I'm going to buy Thieves. Like you can buy like a whole kit for Thieves and it'll last you all year. because the bottle is concentrated. So you just pour a little bit in a bottle and put the rest. You always got to use distilled water.
Yep.
You don't want to put spring water or tap water because it has it can have like bacteria, micro something in it, which can start building mixed with the thieves. So you want to make sure you're using distilled water.
Yeah.
You're supposed to use distilled water for like your coffee pot and all kinds of stuff to keep it'll ruin your coffee pot.
Yeah. Yeah. You're supposed to use distilled water, right?
Yeah. For all that stuff. Like your iron, any kind of appliance, you're supposed to use distilled water.
Yes, I do.
You iron?
I do.
I don't see you ironing.
My wife doesn't iron. When I go to church,
I mean, I don't see like you don't
if I
see.
go to an event, I'll wear a button-down shirt. I'm pretty casual.
I wear a lot of cotton, and cotton has to be ironed.
Yeah.
So this is wool. This is cotton, or I wear cashmere, or the only one that I wear that's kind of processed is modal.
I don't know what that is.
But I try not to wear any kind of synthetics, especially polyester and rayon.
Is that bad for you?
Horrible for you.
Bad
so
for your skin?
Polyester is microplastics that you absorb into your skin and you breathe it.
Okay.
So it goes into your lungs and it causes cancer and all kinds of autoimmune diseases and eczema. But there are certain things you can't get away from, like if I have to wear like slacks. So I try really hard, like obviously I wear like cotton underclothing.
Yeah.
But if I have to wear slacks, at least I'm wearing cotton in the important parts. Tops, I really, really try to get away from all that because you have armpits and all this. It's really like touching your body.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's close to your face. So if you're going to, pants, I feel like are a little bit better because it's not right here. Yeah.
Huh.
And wear cotton underwear.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like people have got to stop wearing synthetic fiber for underwear. It actually causes you to go sterile. And so all these people they can't get pregnant.
You notice there's a massive amount of people who are struggling to have children these days.
So they put
it's crazy.
They started putting like polyester clothing on like mice and pigs or something. It was an experiment.
And they started
they couldn't have babies anymore. They weren't getting, they became sterile.
Is this by design?
And if you do frequency tests, which Tesla invented when Tesla was alive.
Yeah.
But the government came in and wiped it out. Well, it was actually Rockefeller.
Not a fan.
He was petroleum. He wanted everything petroleum, which is plastic, which is polyester. He didn't want people to know about the frequency. So they covered it all up. They came in and confiscated all Tesla's stuff. There's a whole conspiracy that he was murdered and all kinds of stuff. But Nikola Tesla invented the whole test where you can test the frequency in your body, which can tell you like when you have sickness and all kinds of stuff, which now they've come back out, said they're using it now.
Yeah.
It's like the AO scans and I think there's some other brands, Solex or whatever. But I thought this is some woo-woo stuff. I might be crunchy, but I'm also skeptical because there is a lot of woo-woo out there. I don't believe in all of it.
Yeah.
I need like scientific facts. And I also want to use it and see if it works. But my son had a bad head injury last year and I would try anything. So my friend was like, I'll do an AO scan. I'm like, this is some woo-woo stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He comes to my house. He sets him up. We had a knee injury the year before. Detected the knee injury, detected the head injuries, and detected some internal bruising on his organs that they missed.
Through frequencies.
Through frequency tests. And it picked up his allergies that we already knew about, plus some others.
So I have a feeling there's something to frequencies, especially in even music.
Yeah, so
you mentioned Rockefeller.
So they have you listen to the certain frequencies, like this AO scan thing. They'll tell you what you're missing.
Okay.
And it sends you like frequencies you should listen to balance out. And it also has like these color lenses that you look through to help to balance out your frequency.
Interesting.
So it's like kind of like auras, like people talk about auras, energy. Yeah. All energy creates color. That's where color comes from. The sun is energy, which creates rainbows, and it's all energy. Yeah. Right. And so it's not woo-woo. People scientifically have been proven to have auras. So scientists put them in these machines, and they can see their aura, and their auras. They'll take somebody out and put another person in there, and their aura color will actually change. according to the person that's in there with them. That's why it's so important.
It'd be interesting to
Of like who you surround yourself with. You know, if you're around toxic people, it's going to mess you up, right? It's going to make you sick.
Aura then,
So, you know, so the color glass is kind of the same. It's like your aura might be off a little bit. Your energy is off, which is your aura. Your energy is off. And what's funny is when you get close to somebody, your energy that's going around you will actually connect through like the center of your chest. So in these machines,
you're even somebody that you don't want to be around.
You're feeding their energy. So their energy is getting inside of you.
Yep.
That's kind of scary.
Well, it is, especially when, like you said, you're around someone that's toxic.
Yeah.
So
I run now. I'm like, ooh.
So you remember, you mentioned Rockefeller. Rockefeller, I don't know if this is a conspiracy because I didn't have a whole lot of time to research it, but I was curious that music was done, and there's different frequencies that music is tuned to.
Mm-hmm.
And what they're tuning is the note A to a frequency, and that's the standard. So there was a standard, and I might have the numbers backwards.
Right.
One was 430 seconds, and the other frequency was 440. Now, what the Rockefeller group discovered is that one of those frequencies, and like I said, I can't remember which it was, caused anxiety.
Yeah.
It caused people to have certain feelings. And so what he did was he pulled together a bunch of musicians and broadcasters to endorse using this. And this was
to cause anxiety.
This is 1930.
Which would make them have to take medicine.
It was the start of World War II. Within 2 years.
Which is a moneymaker.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying, I did research on it. I thought it was really interesting.
They've already proven like frequencies in a lot of rap music and rock music and stuff like that is like, has a negative effect on your body.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, all the music, what they did was they changed the standard.
If you're listening to something and it makes you angry, stop listening to it.
Yeah.
Let's not fuel that.
We don't need that.
We don't need to hate our exes. Let's let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Or glorify things that are terrible.
Oh.
We're seeing that all over the place.
I grew up in the 90s.
Yeah.
That was like common denominator in rap music. It was all about being, degrading women and,
the 80s wasn't so.
It was the beginning.
But it was kind of the beginning. It glorified hookup culture and all these things that, we know now as adults, we look back and say, these things were not good.
Yeah. Condoms.
Yeah.
Promoting condoms, which is promoting sleeping around. Guess what condoms were made out of? Petroleum.
Yeah, petroleum, yeah. That's probably a bad thing.
Petroleum's horrible for you, by the way. Anything with petroleum in it, like Aquifer,
shouldn't be on your body.
Vaseline, any of that stuff, that is not meant to be on your body. It is extremely toxic.
Yeah.
So if you see petroleum and it's in your chapstick.
Yeah.
You're supposed to use like beeswax, which was the original Burt's Bees. Mm-hmm. And then he got bought out and they screwed him. You ever seen that documentary? Oh, you should watch it. You'll love that. Poor guy, though. It'll make you cry, especially when his dog dies.
Sad story.
But anyway, he got really screwed over by this lady. And they changed his whole recipe now. And now it's toxic. It's not the original Burt's Bees.
So you can't even get it anymore?
No, you can buy it. Oh, yeah. They sell
the original recipe?
No.
It's got plastics.
It's got petroleum and all kinds of stuff in it now. Chemicals. They don't use essential oils anymore.
I noticed in my health journey that I had to really be super selective on things that I would buy because there was chemicals in everything. But
it's getting better.
Yeah, I think so.
It's getting so much better. Like you can go to Costco now and buy a lot of stuff that's way better. They have the EOS chapstick. Some of them are good, some are bad. You got to check them. But the EOS chapstick, yeah.
You think JFK's or RFK Jr. is going to help?
I mean, he's like, well, we got rid of red dye. Why don't you get rid of all the dye?
Yeah, I know.
That was a waste of a bill.
Yeah.
When you wrote the bill, just put no more synthetic dyes.
Yeah.
Wow.
That would have been a lot better.
Yellow number 5 is actually worse than red.
Yeah.
40.
Well, I mean,
yellow number 5 causes cancer and sterilizes people.
Yeah. We can't ship food out to a lot of places
No.
because we put
But it's
stuff in
banned.
other countries banned.
Yeah, it's like Tamiflu. It's banned in every country except
Yeah.
ours. When doctors prescribe my kids stuff, I'm like, let me see. Hold on.
Yeah. I'm not good.
I'm looking it up. I'm like, how long? Like, they try to give me, I had eczema forever, and they kept trying to give me medication. And I finally went to this doctor who did not allow pharmaceutical reps in his office whatsoever. He's amazing. Dr. Lowry, Madison Lowry in New Braunfels.
Sounds cool.
Shout out to him. Favorite doctor in the world. He's pretty much the only doctor I will drive to New Braunfels to go see him. Like, I've been to so many doctors around here. I've never found one I like.
Yeah.
They all just want to push just drugs. But they are opening a lot of places in the Woodlands that are more functional medicine. I need to go check them out. But anyway, they're expensive, and he's not expensive. He's like $60 a visit, and he does in-house blood work and stuff. But he gave me this stuff. He was like, oh, this has been around for like 100 years. It's really old. People don't really prescribe it anymore.
Yeah.
He's like, but I want you to try this. It's the best thing that ever worked. And it's, I don't forget what it's called, but it's like when I go to try to get it from the pharmacy, when they prescribe it, like last time he was prescribing me like 4 bottles or 4 tubes of it because he couldn't find it.
Yeah.
But they were like, we haven't seen this in a really long time.
But it works.
But it's like old school.
Yeah.
You know, they want to push all the new stuff that doesn't work or that's toxic for you. So it's like Alka-Seltzer. I still use Alka-Seltzer. It's been around forever. It's really great for flu or a cold. And then I put stuff in it. I have like turmeric, and I put like a little tiny bit of apple cider vinegar. I'll put like, I make a concoction, which my family is like, I'm not drinking that. Like, you want to get better? I'm the kind of person, I want to get better. So I'll do whatever it takes.
We give our dog turmeric also.
Yeah. And you know what else is good for dogs is every once in a while you dust their food with diatomaceous earth.
Really?
You got to get the edible one.
Okay.
You got to make sure it's the edible one.
Yeah, yeah.
But somebody told me that, and it gets rid of all the like worms and parasites and things like that.
Yep.
We use diatomaceous earth in our yard
Oh, that's cool.
because it's all natural.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it works. It doesn't kill all your plants and put chemicals in the ground. Yeah, I'm a freak. Like, we don't use laundry detergent. It's actually runs your washing machine too because it gums up your washing machine. We used to use baking soda.
It's in it too, right?
Oh, it's got all kinds of horrific. They won't even tell you what's in it half the time. It's like Dawn. They won't even put the ingredients on there. That's a red flag, people. It's blue.
And
I do like Dawn though. It does work good. Like grease.
Dawn, yeah.
It works so good on grease. It's hard to find anything better than Dawn.
My wife
grease.
uses Dawn. In fact, she says that keeps the toilet flowing. Pour a little Dawn in there.
Really? Maybe some vinegar and baking soda would work just as good.
Well, she does it. What does she say? Anyways, yeah, she uses Dawn for all kinds of stuff.
Dawn works good, but man, I don't know what's in it, so it freaks me out.
Don't want to know.
Yeah. But
So you got any questions for me?
yeah, so yeah, we went off on a whole
I know.
You're such a hippie.
I'm just squirrel.
No, we just mostly shoot the shit on here.
That's cool. I like it.
So you got in touch with and did the film. You did all the photography or second camera.
Well, so basically I was the assistant camera, which means that I'm there in a supporting role to Jordan.
Right.
And that's basically the main role.
Right. You're going to have more than one photographer. He can't see from every angle.
Yeah.
Because usually you'll have 2 or 3 camera guys on a set, right?
It depends on how big the set is.
Okay.
So like Jordan himself has worked on films where he was one camera guy. Like he was involved in 3 Transformer movies, but he was the camera car guy.
Okay.
So all the moving shots and vehicles, that's what he was in charge of.
Okay. They probably had tons of cameras for that.
Probably had other guys, and there would have been another DP.
Because you think about it from a movie, you have all these cameras from different angles switching constantly during the scene.
Now in ours, we're working with one camera. So,
Oh, wow.
so we're doing what we call setups, and so you'll stage everything, light it for one shot.
Okay.
And then you'll stage for the next shot for different angles. Hopefully it works out that you can use the same setup for multiple shots because it takes a long time to set up.
Right.
And so
Did you do some photography too on scene?
I did some behind the scenes photography, while I was there. Just,
Cool.
if I'm standing there and we're rolling,
Do you get bored?
well, yeah, I can't sit still.
Yes, I'm the same.
I try and make the most of every bit of time. So not only did I support Jordan, but I did all the media management, meaning the actual, the cards. So in other words, everything that we recorded, I was in charge of backing all that up, making sure that we had everything.
Okay.
Audio went in its place, the video went in its place. Did some, we did some voice work also. So we had to do some what's called ADR, which is.
What kind of computer do you use to get all this, to store all this?
So
are you using external hard drives?
We had 2 RAID drives, which were solid state drives.
Okay.
So it's a bank of like 8 solid state drives on a machine, and we had 2 of them, and you have to back up to one and then to the other. So typically my day started out usually an hour before everybody else, because I'm charging batteries, cleaning the camera, wiping media off of the cards, and then I get all the gear together, take it to the site wherever we're
What a cool job!
It was fun
to learn all that.
And then at the end of the day, I would break everything down, clean it back up again, or start stuff on charging, and then the job of transferring media and copying it onto both servers was my job. So typically,
then you just plug those into a laptop.
Well, I'm using a laptop as the interface to these servers.
Right.
Yeah. And then, and so usually I'm the last guy at the end of every day.
First one there, last one to leave.
Terry was actually the first almost every day.
That does not surprise me.
I'd be up and he would already be up. And I'm like, dude, it's 5 and you're already up. He's like, hey, I'm just going through lines, And so that would be the time we would get a chance to just sit and talk and spitball about what's working and what's not.
Wow.
And so it was great for me, because I got to, like I said, gain a lot of experience with the organization that Terry put together, that everybody worked really well together.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard people just say nothing but nice things about everybody there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I have nothing but nice things to say about everybody I've met.
Mm-hmm. It was a really good group of people. Terry, when he started the whole process, he said there's some rules. If you can agree to these rules and live by them, everything's going to work.
What were the rules?
Gosh, I can't even remember all of them. It was like a half a dozen rules, but they were, be a man of your word was one of them. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Don't take anything personal. When people are busy, stuff happens. You're on a set. Don't take anything personal.
Right.
Overlook an offense, basically.
Yeah. Giving grace.
Yeah, giving grace. And so there was a lot of things, there was 3 other things, at the moment it's slipping my mind what they were.
Be on time.
Yeah, 15 minutes early is on time. If you're not 15 minutes early, you're late.
I've heard that a lot.
Yeah. That's a rule in the film industry.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I've had a hard time with that. I'm working on it. That's something I'm working on right now.
Socially, I'm always a few minutes late, but work, I'm there.
Yeah.
So I can relax a little bit. I like being a little late.
Yeah. If I have an event or a class or something that I'm putting on, I'm always early.
Yeah.
To make sure everything's set up and make sure everything's good. And
yeah.
But when it's like networking or coming here.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with this day is I used to do this on Monday.
Okay.
But I couldn't get people to come on Monday. So Fridays have been great because I can get people here so easily.
Yeah.
But he didn't want to do much later, which I get because it's a Friday, right?
Sure, yeah.
Because after we're done, he's got to do all his stuff. Kind of like you, right?
Yeah. Correct.
Last one to leave. So he, I was like, originally it was at 1, but I was like, man, I have these networking things on Fridays sometimes that are till 1:00. Can we do till 1:30?
Yep.
So we push it to 1:30, but man, I'm like flying here just to get here. So
you're fine.
I know, but I like to be a little early and prepare, but it's just not going to happen, I just might pack my schedule too tight is what happens.
Oh, yeah. Is there any way I can run to the bathroom? I drank.
Can you stop the show for just a second?
Car enthusiasts of Conroe, FM 104.5 and 106.1 Lone Star Community Radio invites you to shift into gear every Monday from 1 to 2 with Cruising Car Club Talk with Robert and Randy for news on all things automotive in the greater Houston-Conroe area. Can't make a live show? We've got you covered. You can find all of our uncut content, including full episodes on Spotify, iTunes, Play Store, YouTube, Facebook, and irlonestar.com. Again, that's Mondays 1 to 2, Cruising Car Club Talk with Robert and Randy. See you there.
So back to, what were we saying before you took a break?
I don't even
A little
remember.
pee break. Then we had a whole conversation.
West Texas.
Terlingua and
Yeah.
Big Bend and how beautiful, and you filmed a bunch of stuff, and
It's amazing.
you need
out
need to make a movie for us to watch that beautiful footage you took out there and put some music with it. Speaking of which, music, you're also a musician.
Yes.
So tell us about that. You have some music coming out?
So I don't play in a band, and I never play on stage. I like to write music. So
That's incredible. You play guitar when you
yeah, I
write
play
it?
guitar and I play keys and so years ago, I mean, I loved movies. Okay, I always have. The thing that I loved, one of the things I loved the most about movies was the music. And so I remember growing up,
The music makes the movie.
it makes the movie, John Williams, with Star Wars.
You hear it like a tune, and then you're like, that's that movie.
Yep. Ennio Morricone wrote a lot of the music for the spaghetti westerns. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Clint Eastwood's.
Oh, yeah.
movies.
John Wayne.
Yeah. And so those movies that you'll hear, like you mentioned, Robert Rodriguez, he's a big fan of Ennio Morricone, who wrote a lot of that music, because you'll hear it in his music, because he's a musician as well. And so I lived in, so I always had guitar, I always played piano, had played saxophone, and I tried to play violin, but it was terrible. But I happened to be living in Baltimore for about 12 years. And while I was there, I ended up making friends with some graduates from Peabody, which is a music school there. And it's pretty famous.
Mhm.
But these people were jazz musicians, and I wanted to learn music theory for composition because I really wanted to start writing scores for film.
Okay.
And so I started studying theory, and that was back in 2000 when I started that journey. I'd already been playing guitar forever and experimenting and writing my own stuff. Nothing famous or anything like that, but just more me just learning because I want to create something and I want to be able to tell a story. And music is that compelling part that without it, often the story falls flat.
Right.
And so I studied, worked and recorded stuff. And so I remember back in the day there was SoundCloud, and I put a ton of stuff up on SoundCloud. And then now, I'm basically, I have these things called the iPhone recordings, and it's just stuff that, they're musical ideas, but I've got hundreds of them.
Wow.
And so now, and then
What are you going to do with them?
well, I'm starting to incorporate them into some music that I'm actually producing. Like I'm working on a short film. It's
What's it called?
called The Good Neighbor, and it's
You got Ryan Holland in there too.
yeah. So this is it's the parable of the Good Samaritan, but I've changed the story from a man who got robbed on the side of the road, and the Pharisee walks past and doesn't help him, and the scribe passes by and doesn't help this guy, but this Samaritan guy, and a Samaritan is like, he's the nobody,
Mm-hmm.
comes and helps this guy on the side of the road. Well, I'm retelling that story modern day with a widow, and Ryan Holland is one of the actors in it. He's going to be the good neighbor. Everybody that I've got on this are actors that are in the actual short film, and it's going to be like a 5-minute. It's a parable. So the idea is to tell it quickly, but it's to drive a message. And
Right. So like a commercial kind of.
kind of like a PSA, but it's a story. So it'll be from beginning to end, 3 parts. Now Terry Weaver is going to direct.
Of course.
So I'm excited about that. I need one more person, and I think I know who I want to ask. I don't know if she'll be available, but I'm going to try.
Okay.
And I've got my locations, got my script, and I've already written the theme for it musically. So I have my theme. Basically, I have everything together. It's a matter of coordinating all those pieces
That's cool.
because it's in 2 different locations. So
Okay.
the front of the house is not the same as the inside of the house, and is not the same as the backyard. So I'm at different locations.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like the look of the front of some homes that I'm working with, and then I like the interior of some others. So with camera work, you can fake it, and no one would ever know the difference.
It makes me so excited when you talk about these things because I start imagining all this stuff and
It's going to be fun.
yeah.
I've done other short films. My last one was on suicide. It was a suicide PSA, and I have my own personal testimony about that.
Same.
And so, when you come from a dark place, and it was called The Dark Night of the Soul. So,
I need to see that.
yeah, it's short. It's like 5 minutes long, maybe 7 minutes long.
Wow. I lost a brother to suicide
Did you?
in 2002.
That's terrible.
It was awful.
How old was he?
He was 18,
Yeah, just too young.
way too young. And I was 22. So, yeah, it
Yeah,
was a rough road.
yeah. I
But then I felt like I just needed to do something with it. And so then I started volunteering and
Yeah.
trying to help others. And
Cool.
I did photography they do a big walk in San Antonio with like thousands of people. And I started doing the pictures and stuff
Yeah.
for them, volunteering. And
that's cool.
they would try to get me to like talk to people, but I never got to, during that time, I never got to a place where I could talk to people about it. I couldn't even talk about it
Yeah.
for probably 20 years.
There's something cathartic about when you find yourself in the place where you can. It's good for you, and then it also
Helps others.
good for others
Mhm.
to be able to share your testimony.
It was just so hard. It's like
Yeah.
you just can't get the words out.
Mhm.
It's like, I don't know. It's like there's something inside of you that's just like,
Yeah.
but once you get rid of that and release that and accept it, but it's just, some people take, 5 years and people take 30 years. You just never know.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Jesus is the answer. He's
Jesus.
the only reason I've been able to forgive people
Oh,
and to be able to move on and let things,
it doesn't help them, but it sure does help you.
it sure does. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I realized I wasn't hurting them by not forgiving them, I was only hurting myself.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, that's dumb.
Gave a lot of power to other people needlessly.
I just gave it, I was like, here you go. I don't want this anymore. You take it.
Yep.
This is on you to take care of it. It's not on me
No.
to get my justice. I always wanted to get justice, have a child like that. I'm like, I feel sorry for him.
Before I knew Jesus, I remember replaying in my head all the things that I thought I should have said when I was in the situation or what I was going to say. Ruminating and plotting.
It's a vicious cycle.
It was such a waste of time.
Mm-hmm. It kills your soul.
I think that, I've learned. So I came to Jesus at 2008. I was 30. I just turned 40. And I was in a really bad place. I was in Baltimore. I managed a construction company. I made really good money. On the outside, everything looked great. I had an awesome 4x4 truck and a sports car and a big 3-story house with a pool. And, my girlfriend, she was a drug dealer. And then we had our kids there. I mean, it was parties all the time. Now, nobody in the professional world knew that I was doing these things except for the few people that I partied with, but we were we were doing cocaine and ecstasy and
Wow.
weed and drinking all the time, every day.
With your kids there?
Not with my son around, but with her kids. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Her kids were there, and it was bad. I mean, you know, we were involved in, I wasn't, but it was all around me, distribution and manufacturing of drugs. And I lived in the city. So, you know, I was the one white guy. Me and my blonde girlfriend, you know, we were the only white people in the whole neighborhood. And it was a crazy time.
Wow.
But 2008, there was a big crash, you know, economically in our country. And for me, the writing was on the wall because I had picked up a lot of bad habits. And one of them was sleeping around with other men's wives, which was terrible. And so I was living this life completely out of control. And some of these people, those guys were drug dealers. And so they didn't know it was me, but there was people that if they knew it was me, I would have been dead. And it was time for me to leave. I knew it was time for me to get out, but I couldn't stop myself. And so I continued to party and I just got so out of control that one day everything literally just fell apart. My girlfriend, who was a drug dealer, left me because I was that messed up, even though everything, like I said, looked good on the outside, but it wasn't good at all. Everybody came to my place to party. It was just everybody wanted to be there. It was fun. I was making great money.
What were you doing for money?
I managed a construction company, and it was I managed a team of project managers. We had like 8 project managers, and so and when I left there, I left. I mean, an amazing career. I'd been with this company for 16 years, and I knew I had to get away from all of it.
Right.
And that even meant giving up. And that's what happened was during that time when I lost everything, my girlfriend left, and, you know, I knew that these people were coming after me, and I kind of saw the writing on the wall with work, like things were starting to fall apart even there because my life was too out of control. I ended up, when she left, I just remember just hitting my knees, you know, and just saying, God, I'm done. I also knew my son was going to find out one of these days. He was getting older and he was going to see this. And I didn't want my son to see the kind of man that I had become. I'd always wanted to be a good man, but I had spent like 10 years. That was the end of a 10-year period where I was just without abandon, didn't really care about anything, just whatever I wanted to do. And I had the money to do whatever I wanted. And none of those things brought me joy.
Right.
I mean, I would wake up, you know, sweaty and panicky about, you know, what is today going to bring? I mean, is this going to, what's the next disaster that's going to happen? And so I eventually cried out to God. I always knew Jesus was the Lord, but I never followed him. Never read his word, never prayed to him. But I would say, yeah, Jesus is my savior, but he wasn't. I paid lip service, you know, it didn't mean anything to me other than, yeah, I know he's the one. But even the demons believe that.
Oh, they know he's real.
They know he's real.
That's why they say you can't just believe in him.
Yeah.
You have to obey him.
That's right. You gotta walk in that life. I mean, you have to. And so for me, I just look at it now. I mean, like, this is 18 years later, I guess almost 18 years later. My life is radically changed.
Yeah.
I don't have any of that anxiety. I don't have any of the sickness, the guilt, the shame, because I'm not doing any of those things anymore.
Right. You've left it behind you.
Yeah. I left all those friends. I I have one friend from back then, but he's a believer now. So
That's awesome. Is that because of you?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it just happened. We kind of didn't connect for a while, and then all of a sudden, we reconnected, and yeah,
That's cool.
I can't claim any responsibility for that.
I'm sure you've made an impact on somebody in your journey. Just telling your story will impact somebody.
Oh yeah, yeah. My wife and I are going to be speaking in 2 weeks, sharing our story, our testimony.
Where at?
At our church,
Oh. Where do y'all go to church?
Champion Forest Baptist, the big one.
Yep. You've told me that before, but I forgot.
Yeah, we go to the big mega church.
We go to a big mega church too. We go to Woods Edge.
That's right. Yeah. That's cool. I still want to check it out.
We go to the pavilion. It's not outdoors. People are always like, you just sit outside. I'm like, no, it's just called pavilion. It's just another small building.
Okay.
So you don't see the preacher right in front of you, which if you go to the main building, you don't see him right in front of you either because it's so big. He's this big.
Uh-huh.
So we go to the pavilion and he's on a screen, but it's much smaller and there's lots of seating and there's free food when we go at 11.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's how I get my kids there on time because I'm like, y'all better hurry up. There's not gonna be any food left. So they're scrambling so that we can get there on time.
My wife and I, we go to the 8 o'clock old people service.
See, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
But
Then we go to our life group and then we're out.
we're so tired from the week
Yeah.
that even on Saturdays we have to get up early a lot because we have fishing tournaments, soccer games, all kinds of stuff going on.
Your parents.
Yeah.
You got
So Sundays, I'm like, a lot of Sundays we're like, can we please just sleep till 8 or 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
And then get up and get the kids up and get them dressed. And we usually try to eat something before we leave, but that doesn't always happen. It's getting them up is a lot of we're teenagers, man. They need to sleep like 10 hours a night. And
My wife and I have freedom. Our kids are grown.
I know
Amazing.
one day we have like 5.5 years left.
Yeah, you're going to be sad in 5.5 years,
I know.
but it's
Well-
okay.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends, their kids come back.
Yeah, they do. My son did. He came back, he's 30 and he came back for 2 months.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes kids are going to go through hard times.
And they need a place to go.
They need a safe place to land to get themselves back up.
I agree.
And
I tell my kids all the time, I'm like, you don't have to move out, but you can't stay here and be a freeloader either.
nah, no. Yeah, that's not going to fly.
You got to pitch in. You got to pay your own bills. If you're an adult, I mean, my 17-year-old, I'm like, you got to pay your own insurance and car payment. He's like, what?
I did when I was a kid. Once I got a driver's license, I paid for my insurance, the maintenance, the gas.
Mm-hmm.
My parents spent $500 and bought me a car.
Yeah, my grandpa gave me a 1981 Audi. I had to push start it.
Yeah. No compression.
It was
Slow.
an Audi 5000. It was a 5-cylinder. People are like, there's no such thing. But yeah, Germans like to make weird stuff
Yeah.
that nobody will work on. So for me to get it worked on, it was like $300 an hour.
That is weird. 5 spark plugs.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
But that's Audi.
Yeah.
So they only made it, I think, for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I couldn't get anybody to work on it. It was super expensive to get somebody to work. And the parts are expensive if you could find them.
Mm-hmm.
So I drove it for a while, and then I bought my first car on my own, traded that car in for the new car, which I paid like 28% interest on because I didn't have
First
any
time.
credit,
Yeah.
and I didn't have anybody to co-sign for me. So I drove that for 8 months, and then my grandpa got me a credit union account.
Oh, that's good.
And after I paid on it for 8 months, I built credit, went to the credit union. I was able to get a much lower, and it was like 7% or something.
Oh yeah, like a car loan first.
And I went and bought my first car for $10,000. It was a 1998 or something like that, Toyota Corolla.
Yeah. My first car was.
But I went from an 81 to a 98 in a very short period of time. It was awesome.
I went from a 1969 Toyota Carina, which was before the Corona, before the Corolla,
Oh.
and then I had a.
Selena?
Yeah, it was called.
That's my nickname.
I had the. Is it really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, and it was the Sports Deluxe Edition. And then my next car was a 69 Mustang, which was awesome. And that was while I was in high school.
So my granddaddy told me that I could have this 65 Mustang that was his, that he told my parents to give me. Then my parents decided to sell it because they needed money. So I never got to drive it. But yeah, I love Mustangs. I actually really want like a 69 or 70 Mach. I want the John Wick car.
I had the 69. That's the John Wick car.
Yeah,
So,
it is.
yeah.
I would take a 70.
It's got a little bit longer.
I like the boat.
You like the boat?
I love the bigger the car. I like the muscle of it. You know, just
yeah.
There's a 1970 Mach 1 in my neighborhood. It's blue with the white racing stripes, and it's all original looking, like the original blue.
Yeah.
Which was kind of like
Sparkly.
Yeah,
They call them metallic.
it had a hint of like, it was like a off blue.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like your true blue. You know,
Yeah, it's kind of grayish.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird blue.
Yeah.
But anyway, I see it all the time. And when he, just at the light, I'm just like,
It's got Flowmasters.
there's something about those cars where you can hear the engine and you can feel it in your chest.
Yep.
It just does something to you.
Yeah.
Or a motorcycle, Harley, because I used to ride Harley,
Yeah, exactly.
There's just something about it that just drives me.
Yeah.
I love it. I'll work on them too. Like, I don't care.
My dad totaled the Road King one day. He was in Virginia going to this place called Middleburg on Route 50. And he had been on a ride with a bunch of his friends, and he decided to take a scenic route back home.
I've rode on a Road King a lot. My ex-husband drove a Road King.
Yeah. It was a nice, it was like a $25,000 bike. I mean, and this was 15 years ago. I mean,
Yeah.
Really.
They're nice bikes.
Yeah. And so
They're very smooth.
he's going down 50, doing about 60 miles an hour, and this guy pulls out in front of him and stops. And so my dad, he has to he hits the brakes and
Lays it down.
And he kicks the bike away from him as he's skidding down the road, sparks flying off his ass because he's got a metal buckle he's wearing chaps and it's got metal buckles and the sparks are flying off his ass.
At least he's wearing chaps.
Yeah.
Probably saved him.
Oh yeah.
Literally saved his ass.
It saved his ass. He got some road burn on his elbow, but he slid down the road and his bike went end over end and just totaled it. And the first cop to show up was a friend of his. And he saw the bike and he was like, oh, he's dead. And then he sees my dad and he's like, George Wilson.
Nice.
Yeah. And he was like, well, we got to get you checked out. He was fine though. He actually was perfectly fine.
That's crazy. So I stopped riding because so many friends started getting killed and injured, and I started getting scared.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get scared, you become dangerous.
Absolutely, yeah.
And
I had a friend, Spider, who got killed on a bike. He was doing 30 miles an hour in his neighborhood, hit gravel on a turn.
Yeah.
Flipped off his bike.
My friend Country, he died. And then I had a friend, Big Joe, lost his leg the day of my baby shower for my first child, coming around a corner in Seguin. So the car came into his lane, took his leg off. Another friend of mine's son was in an accident and he's crippled. He was young, like in his early 20s. He's crippled.
It's terrible.
Another friends of ours, they're a couple. They were on a bike. They were both killed. I'm from the hill country, so everybody rode motorcycles.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like, oh, you're in a bike gang. Everybody did it.
Everybody did, yeah.
But then
great place.
when people started dying and having wrecks, it started getting too populated there.
Yep.
Too many people moving there from California and stuff. No offense against people from California. I'm just saying they're not used to it and they're not aware of it. And then because all these outsiders are coming in and they're not used to having all these people around, they're not aware, you start having accidents.
Yeah.
And
because you're on a windy, hilly road doing 60 on a bike and someone just pulls out.
You just don't know. You hit a deer. Like I hit a deer on my bicycle when I was 8. I was just coming around. Wasn't fun.
No.
Like coming around a corner and you're coming down a hill and it's like this and it's very narrow. It's tree line.
Yep.
And it just jumped out of the woods and I hit it and went end over end on my banana seat bike. I was so upset about my bike.
One of those. That's
Yeah,
getting.
it was pink.
Little
Had the little things.
I used to mountain bike at nighttime, and so I'd have all these lights, and I have run over an armadillo. I had a white owl fly in my face one night
On a bike?
on mountain biking, here in Texas, and then another night I kicked a coyote in the ass.
No way.
Yeah. I'm riding along, and I do a drop in, and I'm rolling. All of a sudden, I'm going around this turn, and here's this coyote running on the trail with me, but he's going too slow, so I kicked him.
At least it wasn't a mountain lion. Have you seen
No,
those
but
videos of people being chased by mountain
I've seen him. Yeah.
I'm getting the wave.
Yeah. It's time to go.
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up. But you can come back on.
Let's do
We
it.
could talk all day.
I think I know I could.
Yeah,
Are we doing this again anyways? Did you schedule another one?
I think I did.
Yeah. Come back and
I want to talk about your movie, your little short film.
hopefully I'll have at least shot it.
Maybe we can take a trip to Big Bend and come back and talk about that.
That'd be too much.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, y'all have a good one. We'll see you soon.
Adios.
Bye.